Hello everyone and welcome to this video. Today we're going to be taking a quick look into the new upcoming MMORPG, Ashes of Creation, and what sets it apart from other games within the genre. Ashes of Creation is being designed to create a new take on the MMORPG genre in a very specific way. We'll go through some key gameplay aspects in order to see how this game differs itself from the competition. Ashes of Creation is focusing on the dynamic world that the players can create throughout the entire world of Vera. Vera is a world within the material plane and is inhabited by the four divine races: humans, elves, dwarves and orcs, and another race, the Tulnar. We'll be taking a deeper dive into the different races on offer in Ashes of Creation in a future video, so subscribe for more information. The entire world of Vera will be the same from server to server, but this is where the dynamic world then takes place. Within each version of Vera, there are nodes located across the server. They are locations that are available for player factions to begin building the world around them. Currently, at this stage, there are four types of nodes: divine nodes, economic nodes, military nodes, and scientific nodes, all of which will develop differently across servers, which gives a completely unique experience across them, not just from a look and feel perspective, but from a narrative one too. What I mean by this is that certain narrative points will only trigger depending on specific node placement and growth, so you as a player can have two very different and distinct experiences on different servers, such as fighting different antagonists and NPCs within the main story arc. Not only that, but the entire history of each server will be saved for new players to read back and understand the history of that server. In terms of class structure, they are based on 8 distinct archetypes, such as your classic rogue, mage and fighters. Once you hit a certain level in the game, you'll be able to select your secondary archetype in order to create your unique character in the game. This aspect of the game goes into much more detail, so I'll take a deeper dive into the class progression system in another future video as well. As well as the class progression, there are also various different gameplay aspects and elements to continue your ongoing progression per character. For example, in-game weapons will have their own progression paths. Not only can you have a combat pet, you can also progress them as well. Players will be able to master an artisan and progress through that. Some other key and interesting progressions are religion progression, naval progression, guild progression, so much more. The combat in the game looks like many others within the genre, with varying abilities depending on your class. Again, it's going to be the world and the situations that I believe will make the combat thrive. I can see Ashes of Creation taking similar features from the Elder Scrolls Online PvP war area in the central province of Cyrodiil. For example, depending on political issues, one kingdom could go to war with another over land. In that case, there could be large-scale sieges in which armies of players band together to take down the walls of a city and ransack the area, in which case it demotes the node, allowing another node to evolve. Another important aspect is the game's PvP. Each player will be categorized into 3 different flagging systems for the open world PvP. Non-combatant, which is displayed as green, combatant, which is displayed as purple, and corrupted, which is displayed as red. Again, this is a system that is very in-depth, so you guessed it, we're going to be doing another video on it. Player death is handled in a similar vein as RuneScape, in which when a player dies, any other player can loot that corpse, even if you die from a PvE encounter. Not only this, but each player will receive other penalties in death, which differ depending on the flagging system. For example, if you're corrupted, you'll receive a much harsher penalty than a non-combatant. We've already spoke about the ability to have pets in game, but there are other gameplay elements revolving around other creatures that look really interesting. You'll be able to combat whilst mounted. Certain mounts in the game do have combat abilities, which can change depending on the mount. Currently, the plan right now is to not allow players to use their own abilities when mounted, but you can have dragon mounts that decimate battlefields. I don't think Fireball's going to really do anything compared to a dragon. From what has been said by the development team, the game will not have a traditional end game to start with. Due to the dynamic changing of the server's world, They have stated that each day within the game will be a unique experience, and encounters can completely change from one hour to the next. That being said though, they are planning raids into the game, and already have some planned out. One really important aspect to take from this as well is that they've stated the game will not be pay to win. The store currently in-game is all based on cosmetic items. After looking into Ashes of Creation more and more, I can see that they have taken inspiration from many different MMORPGs across the genre. But it's the world that will make this game stand out from the rest. And I for one cannot wait to be standing at the foot of a city gate that is being sieged, waiting for war to commence. Thank you all for watching this. Make sure you like the video and subscribe for more Ashes of Creation content in the future.